This lab is hating. Have we been on for that long? Acid. Let's wait for this guy. I don't know. Oh, I think we've been on for too long. And now we've lost all those questions that were there. But I think let's just give it like 1 minute. Oh, cool. Let's just give it 1 minute, maybe in case you missed something. Whoever has a bit of a question, but hopefully mainly based on what we were talking about. But I was saying, those people that when they see you, then they think, hey, no. Yo, I hate those people. Well, not hate as such, but like, hit me up. Like, I think I'm the most accessible person, dude. If you say Stills by Tom, Instagram, it's got my email, it's got my number, it's got my email address, it's got...
And people don't read, bro. People don't read. Yes. People ask you for your number. Meanwhile, it's there. On my bio, my number is there.
So, no, but my problem then becomes, there's people that I know that, okay, this one I know, if he sees me here, maybe I'm at a club or something, then they're going to start talking about, hey, them wanting to book. It's like, I want to book. And then you must listen to all that in the club. Yeah, dude, like my DMs are on 0. I respond to all my DMs.
Yeah.
Dude. Like I've got a thing where I can't not respond to someone, even if I have to be rude, but I'll respond. Yeah. And I've also availed myself to say, if you've got questions, my DMs are open. The only thing, unfortunately, that I can't commit to is mentorship, because I feel like that's a long-term thingy, that I can't jump on, because I think we'll also jump on one of the topics that we'll have is just literally a day in my shoes. I'll take you through what goes on every day with me, which could possibly be part of the reason why I can't mentor anybody. What goes down with me the whole week and the whole month, I think I'll put that down as a topic for one of the school days. Actually, we're considering doing this for like a while, just busy, So whenever you've got questions, just ask us, right?
If you guys are interested,
we'll pump it up. Say that again?
I'm saying if they are interested, we are going to do it for a while.
Yeah, if you guys are interested, let's do this every night at 12 o'clock. Hopefully I can be up every night at 12 o'clock. But yeah, I think this is a very good time, because at least then the social media platforms are not...
too busy.
Yeah, and whoever really wants to join will just stay up and join us. But yeah, I want to do this every night. And I'm hoping that to a certain degree, it will also then start being a learning curve for me as well. Hence, we're gonna maybe have a day where we've got like models that are jumping on to give us their experiences with these things, blah blah blah. But we've got 5 people interested, so it's fine. We won't be wasting our days.
Yeah, and then more than anything, it's important to mention that we are still learning. Like, we're not standing here and say that we have all the best experience in the world, or we are the best, or whatever. Like, this is not what this platform is for. It's just literally bouncing ideas between the two of us and between you guys in the comments and stuff, and then picking up from each other brain and stuff. So it's really not a platform where we are saying that we are the best at this thing or anything like that.
Definitely.
But
I'm seeing a couple of people that are interested. Say that again?
There were a couple of questions that I wrote down that were in the comments there. I think the funniest one is, have you ever lost any picture before?
Hey, that one is crazy. I've lost pictures a couple of times, bro. Like, especially when I jumped on Sony. Yo, Mandy, flip. Thing is, I always feel the need to respond to something there and there, because I know I'm gonna forget. I'm trying to scroll this thing down. Mandy, I couldn't save the videos because we were just kicked out, but I've shared them, and I think
Yeah.
that's as far as I can go. Maybe Jan can Google something that can get us to access these videos. Maybe there's a way, your Twitches and whatever not. There's definitely one way
Maybe.
we can do it.
I actually need to check
Or
that.
maybe someone can screen record the whole live and save it for us. But yeah, I've
Yeah, I
lost
think it's
pictures
gonna
a
be.
couple of times, probably more than 4
Yeah.
times, especially with the whole Sony thing. And I think the number one mistake that I did where I lost pictures was I was shooting a lot of events that day. So I literally did not go home for the whole weekend. I was living in my car. And when I dumped, I just kept dumping, like I dumped everything onto the computer in their folders eventually when it was time to edit. But because now you're not going into each project individually, I then thought I actually saved something in that folder. Only to find out late, and this is now 2 weeks later because now I'm trying to catch up on edits because it was a really hectic weekend. I go into that folder, there is something, click, throw it on Lightroom, and there is actually nothing. There's actually nothing to do with the event. I tried to recover the card. It only recovered 5 pictures from the event, and it was a very important event.
And especially with Sony, that's something very important to remember with Sony. If you format the card, chances of recovering stuff from that are very, very low compared to your Canon and your Nikon. I think that's the only thing that sucks at this point about Sony.
Yeah. Because with Nikon, I was able to recover pictures because maybe just in short, what happens in a memory card is if a memory card is 32 gigs, in as much as you can delete stuff from it, or even a hard drive, what happens is that it's put in a temporary recycle bin where only when you record new stuff, then some of the stuff, I think they say it's saved in clusters or something like that.
It's
So
right on top of what's written before and ends up deleting it.
Yeah, so if you delete something today, don't use the card, try get it recovered. There's data recovery agencies, there's I've got like a basic data recovery software that can actually recover stuff.
There's you.
Say that again?
I'm saying there's me, a recovery.
Oh yeah, he also has some data recovery softwares. So I mean, those are not like the best, but you know, if it was just a normal delete or format and you don't touch the card, there's very high chances that you can recover all that data. So what happens is when you write new data, it keeps deleting the old ones. Even if you had formatted the card, the data is still there, just that it's only when you literally write new data where the old data gets deleted. So I've lost files a couple of times, and I think the advantage was that at least I think based on the way I conduct myself at shoots and whatever not, you know, count in my favor because you know that was one mistake out of 100 successful shoots. You know, there were clients that have still booked me even after that. You know, and it's a very painful. It's a very hard pill to swallow, but as a client and even as a photographer, that's why for me it took so long for me to be able to break the news to the clients to say, yo, Ish, unfortunately, I've got bad news. Especially because remember now you're also then trying by all means to recover the data, but it's a very hard pill to swallow. The one client was so mad at me, but you
make a way. Just
I apologize, and that's as far as I could take it. And eventually they're like, yo, you know what, Tom, I'm sorry. They came and apologized to me and they're like, hey, Tom, I'm sorry. I might have acted out of anger as well. But hey, I fully understand. I mean, it's not like I literally went home and deleted the files, you know?
Yeah.
So they understood and they still booked me. I think 3 out of the 4 clients have booked again because they know that, hey, yo, dude, okay, we understand. At least, you know, if I smoked certain things or if I consumed certain juices, you know, that they then try blame it on that. But because of the discipline and the professionalism, they understood that, oh yeah, cool, you know, we understand.
Yeah.
So
There was
yes, we
another
have to do this
question.
stuff.
There was another question. I think we can keep it for a topic for another day, but maybe you can write it on your side. Very basic studio setup. I think we can answer that on another video. But
Yeah, we can jump on that another.
there was one question that was quite interesting.
Yo, you're breaking up now. What is happening? You're breaking up now. Yo, hi. We've been live on this thing. Oh, there he is. Yeah, I know. I'm giving you the last chance now. Hi.
Yeah, I think we're ready to wrap it up. Yeah, but then, like I was saying, there's one more question that was quite interesting. Which one is your favorite word?
As in like a particular project or
Yeah,
what?
like your all-time favorite word. I think someone asked
Yo, bro.
about it. I don't know who asked about it.
There's one picture that I took, Flip. I deleted it. Well, I deleted it off my gallery. Unless, can I send it? Bro. And literally, I've only used that. I think it might disconnect us. But let me try put it up. Flip, I love that picture, bro. I love that picture. I think I also sent it, I DM'd it to you just 2 days ago. To say, you know what, the 135 mil Sigma did the most.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I still love that picture, dude. There's highlights. There's so many images that are quite iconic for me, you know, that contributed largely to my photography. There's an image of Boiti 2 years ago. No, 4 years ago. I think my first image, July. That image was so iconic, bro. It did the most. It made me.
Is it the one where the race course was at the back?
If I tell you the story of that picture, let's not go there. You know, it was not at the race course. It was it was somewhere. I don't know where it was, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
I know where it was, but if I tell you how that picture came about, it was the most informal thing. But the picture happened, and it was quite iconic. For me, rather. For me, it was very iconic. There is, let me look for this picture. I'll try put it up since this thing allows us. Hey, hopefully I don't put the wrong pictures up. Guys, if there's any question still regarding to today's topic, let's just raise it now and then just get it out of the way so that when we come back tomorrow, coming back, and we are taking, what do they call it at church? We are collecting, what do they call it?
Tight.
Yeah, we're collecting tithes tomorrow. It's tough.
We are going to put banking details here. Please send money, please. We need money. We are not working right now, so please send.
Yeah, plus your homeboy will teach you how. Never mind. Flip. But now, Ish, my man, uh, you're touching a very crazy topic now when you're talking about my best work because this. Wow, you're still laughing. You're touching a very deep topic when you talking about iconic pictures because I can think of at least there's a lot. Oh, actually, I can just show it to you here on my screen. Then I don't have to put it up. I'll just go on my screen here. Look, how do I switch the camera? See, now I don't even know how to switch the camera. But it was it this one? But it was from this photo shoot, no. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Dude, it's definitely this picture. I love this picture with passion. Like, yo, my man. I am gonna repost that picture sometime. But there's a lot of iconic pictures. I mean, even the stuff we did with Mandy is flipping amazing, dude. Like, it's, you know, I realized when I was putting them up here at my new place that I am emotionally attached to these pictures. I know she's gonna be big-headed. That time she already actually also has a big forehead, but yeah. Flip. Let me try to put on the lights. But these pictures mean so much to me. They mean the most. I'm emotionally attached to these pictures, and I think probably if you follow me, you've probably already seen them a couple of times. But thingy. What did I want to say? There's a lot of pictures that are quite iconic to me, bro. There's a lot. Maybe I'll just put them up one day and say, hey, these are the most iconic pictures. So the Poety, this Mitchell ones, the stuff I did with Clara, which Mandy is part of, the pictures that I just showed you now. There's a whole lot of other stuff that we actually did that I haven't put up. There's also an iconic beauty shot with what's her name? Ish. You see now I'm gonna forget people's names live. Ish. Some stuff that I did with Precious. Blue. Yeah, Blue. I see these pictures were also a lot. They did the things. Remember these ones?
Yeah.
My man. This is money.
Yeah,
look at this. I don't even think I've uploaded this.
Some of them, I think you uploaded some. No, you uploaded this.
Yeah. For me, this is money, bro. There's a whole lot of other stuff that I did that I haven't uploaded, which were pretty cool to me. See these, I think I've uploaded them, but yeah, I guess if we were to talk about my best work, then we'll go all day. You know, there's even like your first campaign, your first magazine, your first. There's too many iconic, you know, images. You know, Abu Rick Ross, Abu Nikos, and all the other superstars, international superstars. So there's a lot. I don't think there's one particular one, but yeah. And I think even with you, your portfolio is probably, like, I mean, 12 years into this, your portfolio is probably crazy.
I think for me,
and you can't.
if I was to answer that question, I actually don't have a favorite work because I think I've got this issue where I'm extremely critical about my work, whereby I start hating the work I take probably 2 days after being done with it. I already start hating it. I think maybe the most iconic work that I feel like I've done, are probably work that I've never posted and I can't even post it. Like, I've done some stuff for Coca-Cola before they literally changed to the new jingle they use. Enjoy the feeling. Like, I was part of the recording session. I was part of the strategizing of that specific thing. I think for me, that was the most iconic thing. Other than that, work with McDonald's, work with KFC, which is crazy because you're not supposed to work with the two of them.
Hey, don't talk about food, man.
Work with a lot of restaurants, work with, it's been quite a journey. But then I wouldn't say I have any work that's my favorite for me because I haven't taken it yet. Let's just put it that way. My most favorite work yet hasn't been taken yet.
My leader. But you know, I think even with me, I think some of my best work I haven't uploaded it because I don't think I'm ready. I don't think people are ready in terms of, you know, you see this beauty thing, you know, we haven't really jumped into it. You know, it's something that I wanted to introduce, and unfortunately, there comes a time when now you need to balance what you love and what really pays the bills. So you then start to lose focus. And I guess also at that moment, I wasn't ready to start afresh, right?
Yeah.
Now I think I'm mentally prepared to literally start afresh and just introduce what I want to introduce and run with it. You know, you call me and say, "Hey, my man, Beyonce wants you to come shoot her on stage," and I say, "No, I don't shoot. I don't shoot thingy anymore. I don't shoot what do you call it? I don't shoot events anymore. You know, so I'm yet to jump into posting my favorite work." And yeah, I'm yet to jump into certain things that I feel like, you know what, I'm gonna say, hey, if you, I don't do that anymore. So I don't think I was emotionally ready to let go of the money, and maybe just to introduce something new, and also even just the consistency that comes with it, because you really have to be consistent when you're trying to introduce something new to a point where, you know, you need to come in, make a statement, and run with it. And now you need to convince people to pay for it, you know. So beauty is one of those things where people do not understand, you know, what really goes into beauty. Even for me, it was a learning curve. And I mean, you know, looking at this project, I think it was a good enough project. We had a very good thing going with Precious, and it's an ongoing, it should be an ongoing thing, and it's actually meant to be, but I think because of our times as well. But I think, you know, I'm not ready to release the content. Yeah, and you know, it will come at a time where it needs to come out. So yeah, my best work has also not been posted yet, and probably maybe even with this lockdown, you know, we'll come back and we'll improve. And yeah, I guess goes to what you say. Our best work is yet to be shot.
Yeah, I think.
But you've shot me before, bro. What do you mean? You've shot me before, and that's not your best work? Come on.
Yeah,
That's not your best work?
I think this is where we can end it. And then I think maybe because we're starting to lose people, I think people are starting to fall asleep. But I think tomorrow maybe, or today, what we can do, instead of starting at 12, we can just start at 11.
No, 12 o'clock is fine. 12
Well,
o'clock is fine. Ah, no, ever sleeping is sleeping, my man. Whatever.
So you think we should keep it at 12?
Here. For the fact that there's 10 people, then it tells you that there's 10 people that are interested to learn whatever we've got. But yeah, I think let's have topics for tomorrow.
Yeah.
And maybe probably on our third day, we can then start involving people.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, I'm seeing Bo Miss Laura here. You can see she's a model, that one. So we must, yeah, we'll come through with it, because I think just from today I picked up a couple of stuff. So in terms of like new topics that we can discuss. But yeah, man, it's been a very nice thingy. Did you answer all the questions that you wanted to?
Yeah, I think some of them we're gonna keep them for other topics, but that's about it on my side.
All right, then we're cool, guys.
Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for coming. Don't
forget to subscribe, like, and comment.
Click on the bell below.
Click on the, yeah, what you guys do, photography tutorials, lessons online. This is it, man. This is as good as it gets, bro. Like, we're not gonna go deeper than this. Like, this is what you get. We already mentioned that YouTube. Go to YouTube and you'll get everything. Like literally everything that we've literally said today is something that you get on YouTube. You can rewind, you can pause, you can continue tomorrow, you can watch again, because there's so much of my time that I can give, you know. I'm running a business. Time is money. I'm selling time. So it's not that easy for me to literally stop and be about a certain individual. Also keeping in mind how many people actually request. And like he also said, I'm trying to learn, dude. Like I think I'm the biggest student in this thing. So this is as good as it will probably get for now, you know. Maybe one day he'll throw a class, I'll come talk, or one day I'll throw a class and he'll come talk. One day we'll make money off talking, but for now I think this is as good as it gets. If you've got questions, ask via DMs. Say that again.
I'm saying for now we make money with clicking.
yeah, for now we're making money through clicking. The guy that said he screenshotted is the way that you can not screenshot, screen record it. It's the way where you can send, because I also tried to save,
But
but I couldn't save.
it's going to stay on your timeline. Like it's going to be on your story for about 24 hours. So you can also go yourself and then review it.
We can?
The live we're doing right now is going to be on your story for about 24 hours. So you can also just go back there and then review it.
What do you mean renew it?
Review.
Oh, review. Yo, I don't think I'd want to watch myself. But anyways, yeah,
This
guys,
is so
it's been
awkward,
good.
bro.
DM the questions. Yeah, I don't think I want to watch myself. You see, it's been 2 weeks without thingy. But yo, shout out to everyone that watched, man. You guys kept us on for what? 2 hours? This was meant to be on for
1 hour.
well, no, 45 minutes actually. So
Yeah.
yeah, shout out to you guys. Midnight.
Sanitize, guys. Sanitize. Wash your hands for 20 seconds. Stay home. Don't forget, stay home. We need you all.
Yeah, let's do
Don't die.
that. Yeah, let's do that. Like,
Don't get the
yeah,
virus. We still want to shoot you guys.
yeah, don't die. I still want to shoot you. The mothers, everybody. Hey, but this whole, I'm angry about this whole lockdown, but hey, it's what it is.
All right, let's
Safety
not go
first, I
there.
guess.
Let's not go
Yeah,
there.
safety first. I guess we'll talk about this, but today is just too fresh. So yeah, whatever topics you guys want us to dwell in, because I think if we're gonna do this for the next 2 weeks, then there needs to be a structure,
Yeah.
and you know we can't jump from retouching to shooting. You know, it needs to be structural. So yeah, you guys can DM us whatever questions you want us to address, and we'll jump on it. But yeah, from us, peace out. People are only joining now,
Peace.
imagine. All right, cheers, bro.
Cheers, man.